Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. So we've got 2 minutes on national cemeteries. So someone had asked to give a brief overview on what might get encountered when you take a veteran or a spouse to a national cemetery for burial. The big thing right now to be prepared for is that there may be delays. Your death may occur for your loved one on a Monday and you make arrangements on a Monday. You most likely may not be able to do a burial on Thursday or Friday. So national cemetery burials are typically during the business week. So at our local one, it's 10 to 2:30ish, Monday through Friday, not on a weekend. And so you need to schedule accordingly. We're also finding that these are scheduling out for 1-2 weeks out. You know, if you go to like Arlington, you're 6 months to a year out sometimes for burial of cremated remains, or sometimes months out for burial of a body that's in a casket if they qualify to be buried there. So there are restrictions to some of the larger, like Arlington, but even our local ones, we are finding people are coming from further away because of the benefit of the grave space and the headstone and the vault, which reduces the cost of funeral expenses by quite a bit, that a veteran gets those benefits. However, you may have to wait a few extra days, if not a week or so, in order to get those benefits. When you get to the cemetery also, you will go to a shelter most likely, not to the actual grave space. The day of funerals, all the graves for that day's veterans and spouses will be opened together. It causes a safety concern for people to approach that grave space. If it is a second burial, meaning that the loved one is already buried, they're just opening that grave space for a burial on top of the loved one, you may be able to approach a little more, but you can stay out in the roadway to watch the burials. However, follow the rules, follow the direction of the personnel from the cemetery, whether you can approach the grave space or not. They are following strict protocol through OSHA and the government as to whether you can go up to the grave space for safety reasons. So you will have your service at a shelter somewhere away from the grave space. And one last final rundown of the things that you can get for no cost if you have a DD-214 discharge for a veteran, and it's also for a spouse or for a dependent child. You are entitled to a grave space or a niche if there is mausoleums at the cemetery that you're looking to be interred at, in the national cemetery you're looking to be interred at. You get a grave space, a vault if you're going to be a full burial, a headstone, and the opening and closing of that space. If you're a veteran, then the honored guard team from the cemetery will be there to do the honor guard for the ceremony as well. So that's a really quick rundown on a few things to remember as you go for burial at a national cemetery. Bye.